Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the McDonald Gymnasium here on the campus of Endicott College in Beverly, Massachusetts for a very special season opener, and not just a season opener for the 2022 Endicott men's volleyball season. Hi, everybody. I'm Jeff Poster here for ECGirls.tv. So glad you could join us on our live stream courtesy of the Endicott Athletics Department. It's a special opener because it's not just the season opener for the Endicott Gulls, but it is their opponent's premiere. Their first ever appearance as a collegiate program, the American International College Yellow Jackets in town tonight, making their debut as a national collegiate level men's volleyball program. Will have their first ever appearance here tonight in Beverly. And we're very excited to be a part of this as the starters are introduced for the Gulls now as they come in, the two-time defending NECC champs and ready to get started on their road to defending that title as we pause briefly with the playing of the National Anthem. So once again, Endicott and AIC getting set to go. Endicott in the NECC, the two-time defending champs. AIC non-conference and a national collegiate level opponent, which basically means there's two divisions in the NCAA for men's volleyball. There's Division III, which Endicott competes in and is relatively new, going back to the 2011-2012 season was the first official year of Division III volleyball. The national collegiate level is a combination of what are traditionally Division I and Division II schools. AIC, traditionally a Division II school in all sports other than men's ice hockey, where they compete in Division I, but they, as volleyball, the way it's set up, since there are not a ton of programs out there, it's a growing sport at that level, and AIC, the newest member of the ranks, and we are set to go. Endicott coming in under head coach George Chappelle, his 10th year, assisted by Lindsay Rescott, John Breen, and Bryn Lipton. His first year as an assistant, the former star player for this Endicott team. And on the other side, Hector Jose Reyes gets the reins and the nod here from AIC to begin this program. And they have got to be really excited to be stepping foot onto this court and ready to go. Endicott will be on the right side of your screen here for match one in their blue tops with the green trim, the white shorts. AIC on the left, all black with white numbers and that gold yellow jacket trim along the logos. And here we go as the first serve is up from John Riviera-Ortiz, and we are underway. And just like that, how about that? AIC comes out and gets a point as Endicott couldn't handle it. Endicott, their starters, Gabe DiBenedetto, Rafa Robert, Spencer Capps, Vance Mallory, Matt Cruz, Brian Whiteman, Ian Smith, and Nicholas Kasperzak. Ortiz will do it again. This one, Doug. And Endicott answers right back with a kill from Kasperak, the junior out of Windham, New Hampshire, ties it up at 1 and will take the serve. On the other side, all freshmen out there for AIC. Michelle Bascaba, Brendan Hickey, John Rivera Ortiz, already mentioned, Pedro Pinelli, And this one unable to be handled. Alex Marinaro, Wilmer Rodriguez, and Ben Warren, as that was Ortiz unable to dig that one out on the serve from Di Benedetto. A little too much that time, too, for Basketball out of Rowe, Italy. It's a very international team, so Endicott takes an early 3-1 lead here on a couple of service aces from Di Benedetto, Jr. out of Rockford, Illinois. And he'll go for 3 in a row. This one dug out, gets across, and then immediately the response up front from Kasper Zach, his second point of the night. And that one too far. That's out. So AIC will take it back. And their first sub of the evening. Pinelli will take a seat. And the serve is up by Basketball. A little too much on that one. Service error, and the Gulls will take it back with Robert. We'll get things going. 5-2 Endicott lead here in match 1, or set 1. Wilmer Rodriguez got underneath that one, but sent it backwards. There's definitely got to be some early jitters here for the Yellow Jackets. These are all freshmen. In fact, the only player who is not even actually spent some time on campus before this inaugural season was Pedro Pinelli. Was on campus last year. As this one hits into the net, and I say a little slow to react. Basketball came over, try and make a play at the net, and couldn't elevate it up and over, so Endicott takes the 7-2 lead. This is a program that was supposed to start in the 2020-21 season, but as with most things, the pandemic didn't allow for that to happen on this service error, and AIC will take it back. 7-3 the score. So a couple of aces for the Gulls from Di Benedetto and Robert, and an error on the other side. Couldn't get it over Ben Warren. Endicott probably a bit intimidating here a little bit. I know it's, like I said, a non-national collegiate, an NC level team. There's a Division III team, but there's a lot of bodies just on this Endicott side of the net. AIC, just 9 players, and that's going to be a point for Endicott. Good read of it by Ian Smith, just to tap it over. Kasper Zach, his second serve. 9-3 the early lead. Our first volley, as that one will go out of bounds. And AIC gets their 4th point. Opportunity to serve for Rodriguez. And a little bit too strong. Three. Good block, but it goes out of bounds, and a nice response there from Ortiz back in there. And the serve will go back to AIC. Here's Alex Marinaro. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Seemed like there was a whistle, but there was no reaction on the Endicott side. Spencer Capps just watched that one. It was clearly in bounds. 10-6. AIC looking for back-to-back points here for the first time. This one dug out. Soft tap. Ortiz keeps it alive. Hickey sets it up. And too strong. It was touched up. It looks like at the net by AIC. So Endicott will take that point. Coach Chappelle not too happy with something out there. Service error as this one couldn't get over from Smith. First opportunity tonight for Hickey. Not much on the serve. Big time kill. Getting up and over, Matt Cruz. Cruz, a senior out of Easton, Connecticut. Malroy would take a seat. And too much. Cruz, opportunity to serve and send it out the back. Too strong. (12-8). Endicott built this 4-point lead, and AIC really hasn't gotten any closer since it was established, and a chance, no, they won't. But a chance to cut it to 3 right there. Another service error, though, for the Yellow Jackets. To Benedetto. Ortiz dig this one up, and they'll go for the kill, and way too strong on that one. He's able to get up high. He just has to learn how to angle it down. Ortiz again on the dig, set, and a kill opportunity. Block, and a little too much. Endicott gets that point. Good effort from AIC. Wilmer Rodriguez had a couple of plays on that. And first timeout is called. Coach Reyes wants to talk things over. Down 15-8 here in set number 1. As I said, AIC was supposed to start this program the 2020-2021 season, but due to the pandemic, it was shifted back a year. Pedro Pinelli was the first student athlete for AIC's men's volleyball program. He's been on campus since that season, and finally, still listed as a freshman though, but finally getting an opportunity here. We'll get into a little bit more of the background on this AIC program and how it came to be in between sets. Endicott leading 15-8 out of the timeout. 5 kills on 7 attacks and 1 attack error. .571 hit percentage. That's the big difference right now. Just 200. Minus 200, check that. On the other side for the Yellow Jackets. 4 service aces to 4 serve errors. Endicott and AIC. So here we go. D. Benedetto will keep it going. Junior out of Rockford, Illinois. And too much there to handle for basketball. Gives Endicott point number 16. Here looking for 17. Say that one is inbounds. Yellow Jackets thought it might have been out. Didn't make a play for it. Rodriguez on that back line, right on the sidelines. This just gets over, skips over the net. Rodriguez will go for the kills, blocked. Basketball, touch, he'll go to Rodriguez again, blocked again. AIC continue to respond. Still alive. Basketball gets it over to keep things alive. Rodriguez trying to tap it. AIC going for the block. And it's Endicott with the point after the longest volley of the night. Kasperzak getting that point and extending Endicott's lead to 10. Benedetto serve. Dug out and across, and with authority, Robert gets that kill. 19-8, and immediately another timeout here by Hector Reyes. So there's obviously going to be some growing pains here as a new program. You come in, all of your players are freshmen. They're just coming out of the high school level against established players that have played at the collegiate level. And that's going to be the case pretty much wherever they play. As AIC, their schedule's a mix of Division III and NC opponents. They'll actually play Endicott again in Springfield this weekend. Endicott will head to Springfield on Saturday at 1. And they also will be playing another handful of some of the other NECC opponents, which has a little bit of a makeover this year. 3 new schools join the conference: Sage, SUNY Poly, and SUNY Potsdam, who the latter two have already started their seasons. SUNY Poly 0-2 to start the year. Potsdam already with 4 matches, 2-2 to begin the 2022 slate. Hard to believe January 18th, we're already in spring sports season with men's volleyball. Rodriguez was able to send that one back across, and that one is out off the attempt from Kasperzak. So AIC out of the timeout, it works out. They get a point back here, 19-9. Basketball looking to cut into the Endicott lead. Getting some discussion here with one of the officials. I think it's on the serve rotation because it looks like Pedro Pinelli is coming back in. It'll be his serve. I'm not sure what's going on with Michel Basketball. 5'11" freshman at a Row, Italy. He will sit down on the bench with Tashir Ballard, the only player we haven't seen. They only have 9 players. First year program, recruiting will be tough initially to start. But these are the young men that will set the tone here for this program for years to come. Serve error from Pinelli that time, and give it back to Endicott. Robert to serve. 20-9 the lead. Way too strong on that one. He knew it too. Come back to Warren. Nice dig on the other side by Mallory. Basketball keeps it alive, and a late reaction from Rodriguez. Cost the Yellow Jackets a point there, an opportunity for one. 21-10. Endicott looking to finish, closing in on finishing out this first set. Kill opportunity, and they get it. That was probably the best looking one of the night. Alex Marinaro went up. Endicott went for the block. It was too strong off the fingertips. A couple of the guys up front, DiBenedetto among them. And it goes out the back, so Rodriguez will serve. Gets it across cleanly. This one blocked, but kept in. Point for Endicott. Too strong from Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a big guy out there at 6'7". Dorado, Puerto Rico. His hometown. There's Spencer Capps. Basketball, digs that one. Sent across, Pinelli. A little too hard on the angle. Ian Smith sends it across and out. Oh no, that was in, they say. I thought that went out of bounds. So 23-11. Gulls will keep it going. Caps again. Pinelli the big dig. Rodriguez, too much. That's been kind of a theme tonight here in this first set for AIC. Just a little too strong. Having trouble keeping it out of that back end. So set point here for Caps. Basketball digs it out. Pinelli, soft touch across, gets it back. Mallory. And the kill is in from Ian Smith, and Endicott takes set number one by a final score of 25-11. So they'll switch sides and do it again. So as I said, AIC first varsity season. They were able to add the program. AIC Interim Director of Athletics, Jessica Chapin, announced the addition of men's volleyball for this season and promoted who was then and still is, the women's volleyball coach. Matthew Cribben became the newly promoted Director of Volleyball, and Cribben then hired Coach Reyes to serve as the program's inaugural head coach. They worked with First Point Volleyball to help jumpstart the program. First Point Volleyball Foundation, it exists to provide opportunities for young people to mature and develop through volleyball, and specifically focused on growing boys and men's volleyball here in the U.S. And to spur the growth of the sport, the foundation will be gifting $10,000 to help the college with startup costs, which is a massive, massive help. I think any program, even if they're not starting from scratch, would welcome a $10,000 funding to help things out. So basically they decide they're going to add men's volleyball. They partner with First Point Volleyball. Matthew Cribbins gets promoted. Coach Reyes is hired, and here we are tonight at Endicott for AIC's inaugural trip into the world of collegiate men's volleyball. Exciting first set comes to a close. Nicholas Kasperzak and Ian Smith, both with 3 kills apiece. Matt Cruz had 2, 1 for Robert and Caps. Gabe DiBenedetto with 4 serve aces, and 1 error. Rafa Robert with 2 aces himself. And on the other side, a kill apiece for Rivera and Marinaro. Did have 2 serve aces, Ortiz and Marinaro as well. But the biggest difference was the hit percentage, as AIC finished with a -167 to Endicott's 571. So kind of tough to really get anything going when your hit percentage is struggling like that. So we'll see how they regroup. They used 2 timeouts in that first set. We'll see how they regroup here for set number 2. So here we go. Set number 2. Actually, we're not going to switch sides. Endicott will stay here on the right. AIC on the left. And the Gulls will get it going. A couple of new faces out there. Gavin Emenaker, a sophomore out of Newton, will start things off. And starts things off strongly with the ace. The Gulls with an early 1-0 lead. Doesn't follow it up, though. Couldn't get that one over the net. And AIC will take over. And an opportunity for their first, well, I shouldn't say their first lead. They actually came out with the initial serve in set 1 and got a point right away. So that was their only lead, though, at 1-0. It's going to be a point for Endicott. I believe Ortiz hit the net as he went up for that kill. I see nearly catching Endicott off guards from Hickey's attempt. They toss this one up, try to kick it just to stay alive. A nice individual effort by Rodriguez, who was down on the ground, but doesn't work out. So Endicott gets the point and leads 3-1. And Robert with the error. Yellow Jackets will take it back. Brendan Hickey, a 5'11 freshman. They're all freshmen. Smithtown, New York. And the Yellow Jackets get a clean block this time. Combination between Ortiz and Pinelli. Going up and making the stop. This one tipped and last touch by AIC out of bounds into the stand, so this will be a point for the Gulls. Four to 3. A little bit tighter here to start second set of the match than the first one. Kasperzak. His little dribbling routine before the serve. Pinelli with a soft touch. Swung back over. Mallory, and another good block. Ortiz with a good response. It'll be his time to serve. And the Yellow Jackets can take the lead again. Endicott bench getting vocal and thinking might have played a little bit of a hand in Ortiz's error. Here's Hayes, senior from Salem, New Hampshire. Hayes able to get a good dig. This one soft touched across. Hickey a dive, Rodriguez. Ortiz will just send it across. And this is a point for AIC. I don't think that got over on the attempt from Mallory. Ties things back up at 5. And Pinelli will get his first chance in the second set. Too much for him right there, though. Still have yet to see Tashir Ballard. We'll see how deep Endicott goes into their bench throughout the night. Obviously, a lot of bodies to work with. Is well too strong for Mallory. So AIC hanging in this one so far, 6-6. Much better showing than the first set. Point for AIC, I believe. Endicott. Oh, nope, they change it. It's Endicott. Thought Endicott might have reached over at first on that block attempt. 7-6. Brady Mullins' first appearance tonight on that serve. Ortiz with that soft touch, send it over as this is deflected off of Hickey's arm, out of bounds. So back-to-back points here for the Gulls, and Mullins, junior out of Aurora, Colorado, keep it going. So far, the servers for Endicott they'll get 1 point, but they can't get that second one. So 8-7. Rodriguez. Tough angle on that one, comes out in front of the Endicott bench. Gulls will try and take advantage of the error. Gavin Emenaker played a bit in the first set. Another ace. Endicott trying to pull away a bit. Emenaker, let's see if he can break the trend. He does get it over the net on the second serve. Good block. Nice job in front. Robert and Kasperzak combining for that. Robert, Kasperzak, and Gabe DiBenedetto, as well as Ian Smith, the big returners. They were all conference selections last year in the NECC for Endicott's championship run, back-to-back championships. They'll have to send that one over. Hickey. Strong kill from Ortiz. Marinaro. An error here gives the point to AIC. They cut it to 1, 11 to 10. AC still looking for that kind of extended attack. They haven't been able to string too many of those together. They have back-to-back serves. Instead, it comes back to Endicott, 12 to 9. But they'll take that point. They'll take the ones you're giving them, as Robert can't get it up and over. So service error for the Gulls makes it 12 to 10. Hickey now. And Hickey frustrated, tried to just kind of tap that one up and over, and unfortunately couldn't get it over the net. Gives Endicott point number 13. Back to Kazbrzak. He has his routine for every serve. Baskabas digs it out. And I don't think that was going where Ben Warren wanted it to when he went up to attack. Another attack error, and Endicott again trying to pull away. 14 to 10 now. Here in the second set, already leading 1 to 0. Another service error. Endicott has quite a few of those here in this one, in the second set. This one goes off the fingertips of Warren, kept alive by Hickey. Baskabas, and that is in. Ortiz with another kill. He's been good out there for them, for AIC. And he'll serve. He gets them back-to-back points. They cut it to 1, 14 to 13. Service error, though. That's the theme of the second set. No one's getting back-to-back quality serves. They get that first one. Endicott bench a little too eager. Getting too excited, creeping onto the court, and miscue here by Hayes. They'll keep it a 1-point game. 15 to 14. See if Endicott can get back-to-back points here. And again, and it's into the net, and that will keep it at a 1-point set. Nobody looking to pull away either direction in this one. Here's Warren. Dug out initially by Whiteman. And the Gulls respond. They take the serve back. 17-15. Robert on that last kill, and another service error. So AIC has already eclipsed and then some their point total from the first set, where they only scored 11. They've got 16 here, looking to tie it up at 17. And Rodriguez does just that. Wilmer Rodriguez with the ace. Too much to handle for Kasperzak, or just not what he expected. And Endicott will call timeout as AIC has taken the lead, and they're pretty fired up, as they should be. As they've got an 18-17 lead. John Rivera Ortiz leading the way here tonight for the Yellow Jackets. He's got 7 points tonight. Four kills, a couple of errors, 10 attack. He's got 2 serves aces, 3 service errors, but that's been largely in this second set. Even the guys who had the big time aces in that first set, Rafa Robert, he's got 4 service aces now. So Wilmer Rodriguez will look to keep it going. Sent up high. And Robert responds nicely out of the timeout. Mallory with the assist. And some more discussion again. Our referees tonight, Stephen Webster, Jeffrey Zinchuk, line judges Amy Griggs, Stephen Boyle. Not sure what the discussion is with Coach Reyes. AIC feeling pretty good in this second set. Ortiz with another kill. And they able to hold on to their lead, 19-18. Looking for the first ever set win in program history. They're 6 points away from it. Marinaro, though, gives one of those points right back to Endicott. Rodriguez able to get this one over. Big time kill going up. Mason Mallory elevates and sends it down. And now Endicott trying to be in the driver's seat. Robert has several service aces tonight, but he's also got 4 service errors. See if he can keep it going. Can string together multiple serves. Keep Endicott on the attack. 20-19, and nope. Can't get it over, ties it back up at 20. This is a very back and forth second set. Softly touched. Kasperzak. Michelle Basketball was not expecting the soft touch. And I think some of the discussion before, it looked like it was an equipment issue. Alex Marinaro looked like his glasses might have snapped. And Coach Reyes also doubling, not just as a head coach, but a equipment manager, it looks like, too, at a on the fly fix with an athletic tape. AIC with a good response. There's Ortiz again. Actually, they're going to give that point to Endicott. Say it was out of bounds. So an attack error, actually, from Ortiz. Just saw Endicott making the effort to go and get it. Assumed it was in. So 22-20. Kasperzak lets that one go. AIC will take it back, 22-21. And their man, Rivero Ortiz, he's been the guy for AIC tonight. Endicott trying to make some noise here in the gym. And he gets the ace. Ties it up at 22. This one up nearly into the ceiling. Ortiz able to keep it alive. Basketball connects Hayes. Soft touch and a diving effort from both Basketball and Rodriguez. Not enough. Robert coming over. Nick Hayes will try and can finish this off if Endicott can score 2 here. And Rodriguez backpedaling. Didn't have a great play on that one. And smart timeout called here by Coach Reyes. Endicott has set point at 24-22 coming up. But, as I said, the theme of the night has not been the ability to string together serves in the second set. So we'll see if Nick Hayes and the rest of the Gulls attack can take the 2-0 match advantage here. Here we go. So set point here for Endicott. Or will AIC be able to extend this second set? Hayes will have the serve. He does get it over. Ortiz sends this one high. Softly put over. Hayes again. In for the kill. Not there. Dug out by Hickey. Cross. And a point for AIC, too much. Emenaker put that on the back line. So AIC would not be able to take it here if they got the 2 points. You got to win by 2. Endicott, however, still can, and they will. 25-23. Much better showing from the Yellow Jackets in that second set, and definitely showing why these men were the first ever recruits to this program. Hanging in here as we'll have the break in between sets. So Endicott 25-23, the winners in that second set, and we'll head to a third. We'll take a quick break here with the time in between sets. But we got a good one. AIC making their debut as a program. Got to try and extend the overall match here in set number 3 coming up. Don't go anywhere. Third set just about to begin here at the McDonald Gymnasium between Endicott and AIC. Jeff Poster, ECGulls.tv. Happy to have you here on a Tuesday night for the program debut of American International College's Yellow Jackets, the men's volleyball program. So Endicott 2-0 right now in terms of sets over the Yellow Jackets, winning 25-11 in the first and 25-23, much closer in the second. John Rivera Ortiz leading all players with 9 points now. Was very good for the Yellow Jackets in that second set. 5 kills on 12 total attack, had 3 errors. Also has 3 service aces. He's 3 service errors as well as Rodriguez gets things started. But you could tell in that second set, AIC feeling more comfortable, more confident than maybe that first one. You know, obviously some jitters as Endicott takes the first point here. Casper, Zach, Smith, Hayes, Robert, Justin McCartney, Logan Paul, and the libero Brian Whiteman out there for the Gulls. Ortiz, Pinelli, Hickey, Warren, Rodriguez, Mariano, and Bascabas out there for AIC. Still Tashir Ballard, the only man on the bench for the Yellow Jackets. Endicott with another point here. Ian Smith on the kill. 2-0 Gulls. Endicott trying to get away with the 3-0 sweep tonight. AIC wants that first set win in program history, and they can start it there with a point. An attack error. No, they give that to Endicott. No, it's an attack error by Nick Hayes. Live stats initially had it listed as Mariano gets that one over. Rodriguez digs that. Hickey, and a nice kill. Again, it's Ortiz. Ties things up at 2. Marinaro again. Stenton was ready to send that one out of the gym. Well high and long, and service error that time gives it back to the Gulls. 3-2. We'll go back to Robert. Had a very good first set. And Rodriguez knew it, the way he put that, got underneath that one. You heard him as soon as got his hands underneath it, the groan, knew it was going out. Four to 2, the Endicott lead. Rodriguez on the dig of that one. Warren had a hard hit. Rodriguez able to send it across, but too strong. Five to 2. Robert looking for back-to-back, and this time Jess gets it over. That was a struggle in the second set, and a good kill from Ortiz. Too much for the block attempt for Hayes, and Kasperzak sends it out to the far side. And it's 5-3 Endicott now. Here's Hickey. Hayes will go up for it. It's jockeyed around. Nearly, I thought Warren might have hit that twice. It doesn't matter as a result. Kasperzak goes up and gets a kill and doubles up the lead 6-3. And he'll take the serve. Warren going for it again, and Hayes will get that block. Not even sure actually if it went over, but either way. Endicott extends the lead 7-3. They do give an attack error to Warren. Kasperzak will keep it up. Basketball's able to dig it out. Warren gets just enough. Goes off the fingertips of Pohl and Hayes. And so Ortiz and the Yellow Jackets will take it back. Kind of a misread there by Justin McCartney to kind of tap it up, and took an awkward angle. That makes it 7-5. And Ortiz will look to cut it to 1. Puts it into the net for service error, and it's 8-5. McCartney will come out. Some fresh faces, Dean Warner and Aiden Napoli. A couple of sophomores get in there. Hayes will also take a seat. Hayes is about to go in for the serve. And so it'll be Napoli will get a chance. Napoli, a 6'1" sophomore out of Henderson, Nevada. As Ortiz had to get low. Nice job to keep that alive by Hickey. Good block in front by Warren. And too much. Warner couldn't get up and get that one over the net. So good defensive presence from AIC. Vasquez will come out as Marinaro gets back in there. Endicott had to go out of bounds to make a play on that one. Rodriguez will attempt a soft kill. And good response, Ian Smith. 9-6 now. And Smith to serve. Another error here. So one thing that Endicott struggled with tonight, it's the service errors. Mentioned how in the second set they kind of struggled to string together attacks because of service errors. Obviously, it's first match of the season for them. Another point here for Endicott as AIC sends that one out in front of the scorer's table. And the Gulls will take a 10-7 lead. That one went right into the pole. Endicott has given away quite a few points into the pole from Logan Pole. Back to Rodriguez. Wilmer Rodriguez. Service error. It's his third of the night. More substitutions for the Gulls. Hayes will come back in, as well as McCartney. Smith sits down. So does Napoli. Actually, that's Warner, not Smith. Hickey. And Ortiz was looking to come over. Said it's an attack error on the Yellow Jackets, 12-8. Too much for Rodriguez there, and I think Coach Reyes is going to use a timeout. Calls it here with his team in a tough spot. Down 13-8 here in the third set. Endicott looking to call it an early night in Beverly. Start off the season with a victory. A shutout, potentially, so. So we talked a little bit about AIC coming into this season as kind of a bit of an unknown, obviously, a new program. Endicott, off their back-to-back championships, are actually receiving votes in the preseason National Volleyball / American Volleyball Coaches Association, the Division III poll. They're the top vote-getting school that isn't ranked, so that effectively makes them the number 16 school. The poll only goes 1 through 15, but just on the outside of that poll. And perhaps with the victory here tonight, they might crack it, but we'll see. Only NECC team in that poll, one way or the other, votes or ranking. So here we go. Opportunity for McCartney, who was only out of the match briefly in the third set. McCartney again. Smith. This one goes up into the ceiling, still playable though. Well, they give that point to Endicott. Playing it off the ceiling. So Endicott now with a 14-8 lead. They were up by as many as 10 in the first set. McCartney back to it. Basketball gets eaten up. Sends it out behind the scorer's table. (15-8). Hickey. Ortiz, that one's blocked nicely. Kasperzak with the block. And Coach Reyes calls another timeout right away. Kasperzak had a nice night. 5 kills, 2 errors, 8 total attack. He's a .375 hitting percentage. No service aces, but to go with his 1 service error. 2 total blocks in this one. He's got 6 points. Rafa Robert leading the Gulls in total points with 10. He's had 6 kills. 3 service aces. But it is John Rivera Ortiz leading all players with a 11-point night. He's the only Yellow Jacket with a positive hit percentage at 176. Ben Warren, Pedro Pinelli, and Michelle Baskaba all at 0, but Alex Marinaro, Wilmer Rodriguez, and Brendan Hickey in the negatives, 200, 300, 200 respectively. McCartney just gets that over. Marinaro digs it out, still alive. And that's not going to reach. So Endicott will take their 17th point. And McCartney will just keep it going. He's had the best string here for a while, serving the ball for Endicott. And that's the announcer jinx right there. Service error gives AIC their 9th point, and they'll try and dig their way back into this. Or back out of this. In an 8-point hole, 17-9, trying to extend the match. Arno serve, McCartney. Looks to set it, soft tap. It was sent back over, so it wasn't a 4th hit. Now Hayes with the reach on the left hand. Puts it up and over. 18-9, Endicott again doubling up AIC. And 7 points away from finishing things off. Robert on the serve. Well too much to handle there. Ben Warren couldn't get a clean hit. 19-9, and this will match Endicott's largest lead. Robert's 4th service ace of the night. Too strong that time. Now 19-10. Not a lot of room here for error though for AIC. Down 9 in the 3rd set, trailing 2-0, and Endicott just watched that one go. Brian Whiteman and Hickey with the service ace. His 1st of the night. Try and do it again. He's got the soft touch on the serve. Smith responds back. Makes it 20-11. Endicott has not played necessarily the cleanest game of the night, cleanest match. They've had some mistakes. But the one thing they haven't done, they haven't let AIC string anything together. There's not been a sustained attack really from the Yellow Jackets all night. Endicott might give them a few points here and there, and they've definitely gave them a lot of points in that 2nd set, but and there'll be a service error on Liam Ross, just a freshman, making his collegiate debut out of North Andover. Got a chance, and they'll head back to the bench. We'll be hoping for another one soon. Ortiz. This kid's the real deal. Too much that time. Hickey got a hand on it, but there were several bodies already on the floor, all diving. So Endicott picks up point number 21. Hazel take a seat. Warner comes back in. And it'll be Napoli to serve. Endicott needs 4 more. See if Napoli can drive him there. And he'll be too strong from him. Pinelli, Napoli. Pinelli digs that one out. Played off the net from Warner. Warren able to keep it alive, and then too strong. No, I think they got a fingertip on it. Yeah, went off the hands, I believe, of Ben Warren, so that's a point for Endicott. Looked like Smith was just going to send that one way too deep, but it's off a fingertip and out. So 22-13. Here's Nick Hay, or check that, Ian Smith. I just saw the 6 really quick. His error will send it back to AIC. 22-14. Smith couldn't dig that one out. Let's see if Warren can string some points together here. Down by 7. Robert. Smith goes right back to work. Didn't get him that last. Couldn't dig it out the last time, but comes back with a big kill. Ian Smith's had a nice night. 6 kills, 9 total attack, a .667 hitting percentage, leads the way for the Gulls and all players. 23-15. Endicott knocking on the door, and that won't help as Rodriguez eaten up by that. Kind of slapped it and went backwards. So this is set and match point here for the Gulls, trying to finish it off. Logan Pohl, 24-15. Coach Ray is getting another discussion here from the referees. AIC looking to extend things. I think it's just the rotations that they're discussing as Wilmer Rodriguez moving up to that front line. Now to the back. So here we go. Logan Pohl to serve. Try and finish things off, and it's way too strong, out of bounds. So AIC will extend things here at least a little bit. Down 8, 24-16. And Endicott can win it. Rodriguez knows just what's on him right now. Napoli. Robert finish things off, and the Gulls start their season off with a win, 25-16 in the third set. And they sweep the Yellow Jackets of AIC, making their collegiate and program debuts. But you can see definitely talent in that roster, definitely things to build upon. You know why they were selected, and these two will get a chance to do it again. So short-term memory, hopefully, for the Yellow Jackets. Endicott will be back in action for that game, on that match on Saturday, 1 o'clock out in Springfield. AIC will have a match on Friday night. Damon College out of New York will be in Springfield for that one as well. But that's going to do it here. Endicott wins the match, a 3-set 3-0 victory by scores of 25-11, 25-23, and 25-16. Rafa Robert leading the way for the Gulls, 13 total points, 8 kills, 12 total attack, 4 service aces. It was quite the night. And on the other side, the big name to watch is John Rivera Ortiz at 11 points, 7 kills, 17 total attack, 3 service aces for him. So Gulls start their season 1-0. Non-conference AIC drops to 0-1. And these two will do it again on Saturday. But that's going to do it here for us. Thanks for joining us here tonight on behalf of everybody here at Endicott Athletics. I'm Jeff Poster. Once again, Endicott with a 3-0 match victory. We'll see you next time.